Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and today I'm super excited because I get to share with you my newest sticker book that releases on Friday, April 18th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time on my website, www.mojo-jojoplans.com. This is mini vertical pastel boxes, and oh my gosh, the amount of people that I got when I released the mini dashboard version of people being like, where is the vertical? I was like, I have it done. I just didn't have like the funds to order it at the time. Like, I really wanted to release them together and it really just didn't work out. And because there wasn't necessarily a mini happy planner vertical at the time, because none of them released for like the winter release, I went ahead and just went with the dashboard one because I was like, well, that's available. So I grabbed that one. However, it looks like in the spring release we're having there's some new mini verticals, so I was like, oh, how perfect timing. I mean, I ordered these before, but I'm just like so glad. But you guys, this is such a great staple of a sticker book. Even if you don't use a mini vertical, even if you just use any other minis, because this is going to have all of those smaller size stickers that the mini dashboard actually doesn't have. So this is actually a really great book to go along with this. This book will be $20 plus shipping. It's 30 pages and it's all the colors that you know and love from the Pastel series, and goes along for that mini vertical happy planner, or with any other mini planner if you're just needing some smaller stickers. This has some really great sizes in it. So let's take a look at this one. It has 850 stickers in it. Here's what the cover looks like. And then at the end of this video, I'll also show you exactly how they fit into a mini planner, as well as show you using them in a dashboard as well. That way you can kind of just get an idea. So let's take a look. So it's going to be laid out basically the same way as all of the other mini books have been laid out. This book, I do want to point out, is ever so slightly bigger, like ever so slightly. I don't know if you can like tell that there's like a little bit of a free edge here hanging over. It's a little, like just the tiniest bit wider. Now I can confirm it does still fit in the like storage boxes that fit these sticker books. However, it is a little bit of a tighter squeeze. I had to make the book a little bit bigger in order to get a sticker to be the correct size. And I'll talk about that in just a little bit when I show you in the planner. So opening it up, we're going to start with our colors. We have the coral and the orange. You're getting some full-size boxes. Again, these fit a mini vertical happy planner, but you can literally use them wherever. So you're going to get some full-size boxes. These are your double long, so they'll fit over 2 vertically. You have double wide, they'll fit over 2 horizontally, and then just some other fun sizes. And then you also get this really long sidebar that fits over on the sidebar, or triple long. It'll fit over 3 boxes. So that sticker is why I had to make this book just a little bit bigger. You're going to get 2 pages of that layout, and you're going to notice colors are going to flip-flop a little bit. So now we have that orange one down at the bottom. That way you're getting the same amount. And then the page, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you don't get this in the mini dashboard sticker book. So this is going to give you all your teeny tiny boxes to write all your appointments. Again, if you write really small, this is going to be really great, especially if you're using a mini. You might already write small anyway, but these are really great for that. So you're going to get a page of that. You get a ton of stickers. And then you get your journaling boxes. Now these ones have the light gray lines on them. And then there's a few I left blank because I know not everybody loves journaling, so I didn't give like a full page of journaling. And then we go into our next set. So the book's basically going to just be laid out that same exact way. We have 2 shades of yellow. All right, you get your smaller boxes, your journaling boxes. And then there we go. Sorry, I thought I was stuck there. All right, and then we go back into our green now with that first layout. The greens. And again, these are going to match any pastel books as well. Then we go into our blues, the 2 shades, the blue teal kind of colors. This light blue I found goes with so many things. And then we have our 2 shades of purple. And all your teeny tiny boxes. I just love how much I'm able to fit with this size, because in classic size I could only fit 3 rows. So it's really fun that I can fit 5 rows for mini. So fun to see the stickers just like be smaller. And then we have our pink boxes. So you're getting a ton. And the nice thing about the stickers being smaller is you get a lot more than what's in like the classic size. And then of course I had to give you that rainbow gradient vibe because I just think it's so pretty. So they're going to kind of have that offset of this rainbow gradient behind. And then again, I did flip it upside down so that way you get the sizes in some of the different colors. Because if I left it the same way, you would never get this gradient, right? Because the page before, you have like the pink to yellow, and then on this one now you're getting the purple kind of to the green. So I did flip it so that way you were getting a little bit of different. And then these ones, so these ones I thought was really fun. So you're going to get a row of just, you know, the straight gradient between each of the colors, and then in the in-betweens I gave you 2 rows where you're kind of getting multiple kind of in there. You're getting like split in half. I don't know. I just thought that would be fun. So we did that. And then you get a page where it doesn't do that at all. So then you just get like your flat gradient on there. But I kind of went through and flipped them. That way you can kind of have different options. And then it can kind of give you some ideas for what kind of color palette to do. And some of them have 3 colors, which I thought was fun. So that's why I wanted to do that. So teeny tiny boxes. And then you get a couple pages of boxes with the lines. And again, I do flip it upside down so that way you get the different colors between the gradients. So you can see you have a purple one and then like the pink to orange, and then you're kind of just getting all the gradients. So that is mini vertical pastel boxes. Again, this is going to be a great staple if you use anything mini, a skinny classic, whatever, anything smaller. This is going to be really great. And not to mention, like, these are just also a fun size. Even if you use a classic size sticker book, like, these are sizes that, you know, if you need to write, like maybe you write a little bit bigger, and some of these would be better than even like the small boxes in the classic size books. So let me show you really quick what these look like in here. So I have, this is just like an outdated, I still have the thing on it, but it's just an outdated mini vertical. Let's take the pages out. Let's not be like that. Let's take the pages out so I can just show you in all its beauty and glory. Okay, so let's go in here and we'll just start at the beginning because that's where my brain's at. Do rainbow vibes. So we're going to take a little box, you line up the corners, okay, and then it fits so nicely in there. And then we have a double long. So say you have a little bit more that you need to add in here. Again, doing our best to line it up. I'm trying to line them up straight, but I'm also like super shaky, so that's not helping. So you have a double long. And then we have our triple long, which I'm going to get a different color to do the triple long. Let's go to yellow. Lello. Because I kind of want to do rainbow vibes. Okay. I am shaking, you guys. I had caffeine. I don't normally have caffeine, but it's been a rough day, so. All right, there we go. So it fits so much better than the original books, the original rainbow, because I had to go through and make the book a little bit bigger so that way it was the length it was supposed to. So that's how those ones are fit. So you have your full box, your double, and your triple, or you could put this over in the sidebar. So really wherever you're wanting to have that, you could totally do, you know, whatever you want. And then let's go over to a double wide. We're going to go over to the other side. So this one is a double wide to fit over 2. Maybe you have something going on over the weekend that's like the same event, and you can kind of cover up 2 boxes that way. And then the other size is just more of like a fun size. This one's not necessarily sized for this, you know, it's a little bit wider, so it's more if you're just kind of looking to do a little bit something different. So if I wanted to just kind of like stick it in here just for funsies, so you're just getting like a fun different size, because sometimes it's nice to just have some different sizing in there. All right, so those are like the main big sizes. And then of course you have your itty bitties, which I'm trying to get to the purples because I want to put all the colors. So you have your itty bitties, which again, they fit all the way across. You can go a little bit bigger if you're needing to write a little bit bigger. And again, this is like you have teeny tiny writing. But you know, it didn't seem right to have like a mini book and then have like the same size boxes. Like sometimes you want to just have boxes that fit exactly in those spots. So this was that opportunity. All right, and then here's the square. So here's all of the little sizes. Basically, if you're thinking in terms of the functional boxes series that I do, it's series 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this would be 5, 6, and then I am 7. Do I do double wide? I think I do double wide, 7. Or maybe those ones are reversed, and then I don't have one currently for the 3. But that is what those look like in here. So again, and then you can go in and you can layer them and kind of have them wherever you're needing. So just like a little bit of an example, if I wanted to do a little bit of layering, add in more of these boxes in here, you can kind of do that. And then just layer the different sizes in here. And then you would have, you know, all your little boxes. So really excited that I finally have some that fit this mini vertical. And again, they're going to be great for really any mini size because the mini dashboard does not have, I mean, I think it has maybe some of these smaller sizes, but it doesn't have all of them. So I've went through and kind of put some of the stickers from mini dashboard boxes in here, just so you can kind of get an idea of what it's like if you wanted to go in with some of these as well. So maybe you want to break it down and have little bits of smaller boxes in here. Let's go slightly bigger. Maybe I want to add in specific things. So yeah, so this one's going to be a great staple. And you can even use these ones. These ones actually are the same size. So these boxes right here, which came on the side, are actually the same size as this box, which this box is from mini dashboard. So there is like a mini dashboard size in here, but that's just because it's a great size. And I think will be really versatile too in other size planners. So I know this doesn't make any sense of how I'm laying these. I'm just trying to show I'm trying to show like the colors are the same color vibes that you have from the other books. There's slight differences, but that's just because of printing. They're printed at completely different times. They could have been printed on a completely different printer, all that good stuff. But anyway, if you ever needed smaller boxes, or maybe you don't have mini dashboard, which it's still in stock, by the way, but maybe you don't have that and you want to just put these smaller because you don't like the look of having a full box in there, you could definitely do that too. So just kind of giving you some options here of what you can do with these smaller, much smaller boxes, and how they all can kind of go and vibe together. So just a little bit of idea of how well those are going to work in there. So super excited to finally be bringing mini vertical pastel boxes out, and then the hope is to be able to do these in jewel tones as well, and then also restocking the black and rainbow, which I know has been a hot minute. Promise I'm working on it, but it's just, we're in a weird time and I just don't know what I can actually order. But I will say, along with this release is one more restock that came in, and it's finally time for rainbow boxes to be restocking. It got a little update, a little cover update on it, and I really wanted to get this book restocked in 2024. Like, this was on my list, and it just kept being one of those books that kind of got pushed out of the way by other restocks that I wanted to get out sooner. And so I knew, I was like, I got to get this out in early 2025. So I try my best, but rainbow boxes will finally be back in stock. This is the original, the OG. It has these fun colors in it that are extras, and then it has the light gray lines. It has all of your rainbow colors, the OG. This was my second book ever that I released. So super exciting. This book is finally also restocking along. So these are the 2 books that will be available on Friday, April 18th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. My patrons will get first access to pre-order on the 17th. So if you don't want to miss out on anything, head over to Patreon, or if you just want your order in and your order shipped sooner, that's also a great way, because I usually ship everything the same day of pre-order as well, as long as it's like in by, before my mail people come. But other than that, these are the books that are releasing part 2 of April. These were supposed to be here at the beginning of the month, and then they ended up getting held up longer thanks to unforeseen circumstances, but they are finally here, and I'm excited to release them to you. I'll have all the release details down in the description below, but I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!